And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his
TV
boss,
turned into a clock.
everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through either. At last, choice. It barely even mattered what lay behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Why? To prepare dinner.
As he wandered through this fantasy
filing
world,
cabinets.
he began to fill it with many possible paths and destinations.
Wait a minute.
Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls.
Wait a minute.
And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And down another was a game with a baby. And he called it
Game with a baby.
the Stanley Parable.
Didn't this used to be a couch? This is turning into my office.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
One more time. My office. Press 6 to tell your wife you love her.
But there is no answer.
I knew it.
How could there possibly be?
I knew it.
In reality,
Turned into my
all
office.
he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has. Nothing has changed. The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets. The more he forgets which life is the real one.
Kind of like a home office. Press P to sleep.
And I'm trying to tell him this. That in this world he can never be anything but an observer. That as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Do not do it. Press R to be at work in the morning. Alright. I hate Mondays. So should we not do anything? Like the narrator asked us? Or should we go ahead and push the button? Push button.
You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself?
How do I look at myself? Press 1 to question nothing. Narrator's a dick. Yes. He's doing it on purpose. Can I leave? I can't leave. I can't push nothing. Fine.
I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose, the same as Stanley. We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time.
Maybe this time.
And I tried again.
Please
Stanley
die.
pushed a button. And I tried again. And Stanley pushed a button. And I
Whoop. Did I die? I think I died. You gonna start over? Yep. The end is never the end is never the end is never the end. Alright, so one of the choices is jump out a window? Unplugging the phone? That was actually the first thing I did, was unplug the phone to answer the phone to see what would happen. Alright, long hallway into 2 doors. Where's the window? Get on desk of 434. 434? 434? There is no 434. How do I find 434?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
434. 434. 434.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley
closet.
decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Alright, so we do know that doing this kind of changes the office layout. Yeah, see?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room to check on his
4-3,
co-workers.
4-3-1,
He never
4-3-3,
functioned well by himself and constantly needed support
4-3-4.
and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to
And the
him.
first
No
office,
matter
there's
how
supposed to be a
hard
desk
Stanley
numbered
looked, he couldn't find a
434.
trace
Here's
of his
434,
co-workers.
but I've tried getting up on every one of these desks, and I can't get on the desk. Tried jumping, I've tried doing the chair. Sure it's 434? That's 434 right there. And the window is over here. I've tried climbing up on everything. Should be able to walk up on the chair. Oh. Back from the side. Whoop. Hope, hope, hope. Okay, okay. And how do I jump out the window? Then crouch. How do you crouch? There's no crouching in this game. What are you talking about? Crouch. Crouch. Crouch? No, there was a crouch. Oh! I didn't know there was a crouch. What the heck?
At first, Stanley assumed he'd broken the map until he heard this narration and realized it was part of the game's design all along. He then praised the game for its insightful and witty commentary into the nature of video game structure and its examination of structural narrative tropes. So, now that you're here, what do you think? Isn't this a fun and unique place to be? Why don't we take a minute just to drink it all in? Okay, I'm over it now. What do you think? Are you sick of this gag yet?
Oh, are you sick of this gag? I don't know. How do you select?
Ah, then in that case we'll continue. But now, here comes the real question. What do you think would have happened if you had told me that you wanted this to stop? Do you think it would have been particularly different? Would I have taken the same idea but rephrased it superficially to fit that answer? Perhaps you never would even have thought of it if I hadn't brought up the issue in the first place. Oh, now think about it. Will it be worth it for you to restart and then come back here just to do the other option? Clearly, this whole gag takes some time. What if the other option is even longer? How long will you spend in total just to have heard all the narration? Oh, and this is rich. Perhaps you've just played the other option, and now you've come to see what happens in this one. So, what do you think? Which choice was the better one? Imagine if you had selected continue on your first playthrough, how tantalizing it would be not knowing what happens when you pick the other option. Indeed, you are one of the lucky ones. Though if the other option is really miserable to listen to, then perhaps you're not. In fact, I'm just going to say that no one who's listening to this is lucky. Well now, I've built up the other options so much that I'm going to stop talking and leave you to your decision whether to come back here, continue with the game, or just sit in this spot forever and ever. Cheers.
You can annoy the narrator by continuously going to the broom closet so much he eventually will board it up. Really? I click on the broom closet every time I go by. Okay, so yes, 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 yes. I guess we just have to restart. kind of novel that the restart doesn't really restart. All right,
All of his co-workers were gone. What could
broom
it mean?
closet, broom closet.
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Here's the broom closet. The broom closet is past the
When Stanley came to a set of
meeting
two
room,
open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find... Stanley stepped into the broom closet, but there was nothing here, so he turned around and got back on track.
You know, I tried the broom closet the first time I came by and it didn't open. I'm wondering if some of these doors
There
are
was nothing
locked
here.
until you
No
do
choice to
a
make,
second or
no
third
path to
playthrough.
follow, just an empty broom closet. No reason to still be here.
There's a button heaven. Stay here now. Now you ruined it. If you stay in the broom closet for a while, he will think you're dead and call you player 2. Now I ruined it. Will it work
It was
again?
baffling that Stanley was still just sitting in the broom closet. He wasn't even doing anything. At least if there was something to interact with, he'd be justified in some way. As it is, he's literally just standing there doing sweet FA.
I'm not ever coming out of the closet.
Are you really still in the broom closet? Standing around doing nothing? Why? Please offer me some explanation here. I'm genuinely confused.
Now he's confused.
You do realize there's no choice or anything in here, right? If I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't even occur to me because literally this closet is of absolutely no significance to the story whatsoever. I never would have thought to mention it.
You know, this makes for an interesting game.
This is somehow its own branching path. Maybe when you go talk about this with your friends, you'll say, "Oh, did you get the broom closet ending? The broom closet ending was my favorite." I hope your friends find this concerning.
This does not make for good YouTube.
Stanley was fat and ugly and really, really stupid. He probably only got the job because of a family connection. That's how stupid he is. That or with drug money. Also, Stanley is addicted to drugs and hookers. Well, I've come to a very
Drugs and
different
hookers.
conclusion about what's going on right now. You're dead. You got to this broom closet, explored it a bit, and were just about to leave because there's nothing here, when a physical malady of some sort shut down your central nervous system and you collapsed on the keyboard. Well, in a situation like this, the responsible thing is to alert someone nearby so as to ensure that your body is taken care of before it begins to decompose.
I wonder what my dogs are barking at.
Anyone who happens to be nearby, the person at this computer is dead. He or she has fallen prey to any number of your countless human physiological vulnerabilities. It's indicative of the long-term sustainability of your species. Please remove their corpse from the area and instruct another human to take their place at the computer, making sure they understand basic first-person video game mechanics and filling them in on the history of narrative tropes in video gaming.
Narrative
So
tropes.
that the irony and insightful commentary of this game is not lost on them. All right, when you've done that, just step out into the hallway. Ah, second player. It's good to have you on board. I guarantee you can't do any worse than the person who came before you.
What if I go back in?
You too? Unbelievable. I'm at the mercy of an entire species of invalids. Perhaps there's a monkey nearby you can hand the controls to. The fish? Fungus? Look, you can hammer out the details. I'm not particularly picky. I'll just be waiting for when you're ready to pick up the story again.
Okay.
Coming to a staircase,
Oh, wait a minute.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Wait a minute. How do I get to the phone from here? I gotta go down the wrong path. Oh, wait a minute. This is how you pick a new path, and it remembers where you're at. Give us 2 doors immediately. Yep.
When
Okay.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by
that's
the
the
employee
gag
lounge
ending.
first, just to admire.
Oh, that's actually an ending? The closet?
It was okay. But eager to get back
Calling
to
you
business,
player 2?
Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions.
All right, we gotta go to the phone.
Years ago.
And then
Stanley, I
leave
think
without
we've
answering
gotten
it, see
off
what
on the wrong
happens.
foot here.
Probably
I'm
nothing.
not your enemy, really. I'm not. I
Jump from the
realize
elevator
investing
to
your
the
trust in
platform.
someone else can be
I have
difficult.
already done
The
that
fact is the story has been
twice
about nothing but you
for
all
different
this time.
endings.
There's someone you've been
But if I miss
neglecting,
something, I'll probably go back and do it
someone
again.
you've forgotten about.
I just want to check on the
Please,
telephone.
stop trying to make every
ending.
decision by yourself. Now, I'm not
Like I said, there's
asking
3
for you.
choices, and I've only done 2 of them.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting.
There it is. All right, now we just
That's
need to
her,
leave.
Stanley. You need to be the one to do this.
Let me
to
out.
reach out to her.
Let me out.
If you can truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
All right, let's see. Can I get out? Well, like I said, I've unplugged it. I've answered it. Now I'm not answering it, and the narrator's not saying anything. Anywho. Well, answering the phone's not going to do anything. So. Whoa! This is new. Paper everywhere. They're all, look at all these TPS reports.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it?
Oh,
Is this Stanley's office?
that's Stanley's office. What the heck? How many endings are there?
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Okay. Let's see. Well, I don't know which way to go. Should we go back to the broom closet? Or should we go try something else? I've done just about everything. I guess we can do the broom closet thing. I think, where else have we not gone or done?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
You still have a few left? Alright, mark off the ones I've already done. Let's do the ones I haven't. Broom closet, here we go.
Oh no, no, not again. I won't be part of this. I'm not going to encourage you. I'm not going to say anything at all. I'm just going to be patient and wait for you to finish whatever it is you enjoy doing so much in this room.